Okay, first of all, this is an educational that was prepared by Dave. And as you obviously notice, he's not here today. So I took this over after he prepared it. So the words are not mine, the ideas are not mine, but I'm going to deliver it nonetheless. And I think it's very apt today that we have this because we have an awful lot of new people here. And this is, while this may be, most of this may be old hat for most of us who have been here for a while, it's certainly new to the new people. So perfect timing. Okay, why is decorum important? He says, we observe being civil to each other here. Even if you're aggressive during your debates, and it seems like you're arguing strongly against somebody, it's really important to know that none of this is personal. It's all just a pretend debate. Okay? Our style is called parliamentary debating. We pretend that we're in the House of Commons. And we add to that illusion that people actually believe what they're debating. And quite often they don't. You have a debating topic, and whether you believe it or not, you act as if it's the most important thing to you. Okay? But it's pretend. We're pretending. We have a very fine-tuned balance between having fun and being serious at the same time. We are serious in the way we debate, but we also have a fun balance. Treat everyone in the debating club, whether you're a member of the audience or a member of the opposition or government, treat everyone with respect. The spirit of the debate should reflect the tone of the debate, the topic of the debate. For instance, tonight's debate is a serious debate. So you would not expect a lot of lighthearted heckling and fooling around. Whereas in a comedy debate or some of our less serious debates, you get a lot of heckling from the audience, a lot of laughter, a little bit of fooling around. We have a little fun with some of the debates. But the serious debates we tend, as I said, to be serious about. Okay, that's the first of Dave's topics. His second topic, it says about the speeches, about your speech. When you arrive at the podium, so you get up, you arrive at the podium, the first thing that you should do is thank the speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker and Madam Speaker. And then you address the people in the audience. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, honored opposition, honored government, whatever, before you start your actual speech. That's the usual way people start out. When you are in your speech, when you're talking in your speech, you address your remarks to the speaker or to the audience in general. Never turn and speak directly, unless it's a cross-exam. But never speak directly and turn and talk to the people that are up on stage. And you don't address the adjudicator. You're talking to the audience. The camera is sort of a part of the audience. So if you're talking to the audience, obviously you're talking to the camera. Dave put something in here that I don't really understand. He said, feel free to address the camera directly. An example for those of you watching at home. Well, I've never heard that one before, but that's Dave's idea, I guess. Don't use last names on camera because of privacy concerns, because a lot of these things that we put on camera, we put on YouTube. If you want to refer to your opponents, the seconder of the government or the leader of the opposition said, do it that way. The other thing is, don't make the mistake I made a couple of weeks ago by wandering over here, because now I'm obviously not in the camera frame. Stay in the center of the stage here so you're in frame at all time. Finally, at the end of your speech, whether you have time left or not, when you hear a double bell, that means you're out of time. But you still have time to say, this concludes my statements. Please support the opposition or support the government's position. Thank you. And then thank everybody and sit down. General behavior notes. Now we'll get down to Jim's favorite thing. While you are not at the podium, i.e. when you're a member of the audience or up here, you are allowed to bang on your table, you're allowed to heckle, you're allowed to yell out source or laugh, or that's part of debating. But keep in mind what topic we're looking at. If it's a very serious debate like tonight's, you would not expect a lot of heckling. Whereas if it's a comedy debate or if there's a lot of humor in the debate, then you're going to expect a lot of it. Don't use props. Some people have made mistakes in the past, and I'd say they're mistakes because it's commonly thought that we do not use props. The one strain away from this could be in a comedy debate or the Halloween debate that we had or something like that, where it's something very, very special. But generally, props are not used. Electronic devices are not to be used during the debate, especially in an impromptu debate. That means where a topic is given out and the people go outside of the room, they have 15 minutes to prepare their debate. You're not allowed to take electronic devices and be looking up information. That doesn't happen. Okay, while you're at the podium, you don't use offensive language or obscene gestures. And lastly, respect any decisions of the speaker. The speaker is in charge of the debate. It very rarely happens that the speaker has to step in and make a decision that changes the flow of a debate, but if the speaker has to do that, he is to be respected. He or she is to be respected. That is their responsibility. And the last thing that Dave writes, and I totally agree, have fun. That's what we're here for. Thank you.